Here's a look at the emini S&P for Monday, August 8th, 2009. Well, we got the downgrade on late Friday, and so not surprisingly, the market gapped lower on the open last evening when it opened. We're looking, this is what I'm referring to about the overnight session right here. These are the market profiles. This is today's day session. This is yesterday's day session. So we closed up in here on Friday and opened down here Sunday evening, mostly on the concerns that the S&P credit rating agency lowered the U.S. debt from AAA to AA plus. So the market did have a bit of a bounce from that in the overnight session. As you can see, it didn't get back. It got back up to here, which is not quite where it closed on Friday, but it did make that attempt. And then when the market opened here in the regular trading hours, it pretty darn quickly started to sell off. And we had an area here that we were looking at around 78. Sorry, that's not the right, which turned out to be today's high. So we're looking at 78 as possible support. But as you can see, most of the overnight trade here, and we'll take a look at all of the trade below that red thick line that horizontal one I just created, was mostly below it, and then opened below it to start the regular trading hours, and then started to sell off, and then closed in a very negative fashion. So, not obviously not a surprise. The market keeps going lower. Big volume today, likely to keep going tomorrow. We're looking at immediate resistance in around at 27 and then 34 and then at 49. No real support below the market. As a matter of fact, we got longer time frame targets down there at 1037 and 1003. Taking a look here at the market profiles from just the day session only, you can see how that market just is accelerating to the downside, and will likely get some sort of capitulation here at some point, certainly not yet. Here is our software showing our trades, and you can see that we had an early long trade here. Obviously we didn't take that trade because we knew our resistance was right here at 78, so we're not going to buy into that in a strong intraday down auction. So no trade there. You can see here we got a couple of short trades that were triggered right here, 1 and 2. The second one that was triggered was filled right here, had a very nice drop on that trade. Just got a beautiful fill on it too, and that trade moved about 9 points in our favor, so easily. Now we're just trading a half a position. As a matter of fact, some of our traders are down to even a fourth regular position because of the kind of volatility we're having right now. So you just got to kind of answer that yourself. But certainly, would be wise to reduce your position size and increase your stop with the kind of volatility we're having here. We did also have another short trade here, but this time our filter was not with us, whereas in this trade it was in the red, and so we did not take that trade. So we only had the one trade here in the first half of the trading day. We had another couple of indications here to get short, as you can see. So we had a couple of really good entries. This one right here on the short, and this one right here on the short. This one turned out to be a really nice trade. As you can see in the red filter here, came all the way down here. We actually didn't get stopped out of this trade until here, something on a 14-point gain on our second objective there. We did have another short in here, which we got, we were stopped on that trade. This trade, some of our traders, so I should mark these in here. So this is number 2 and then number 3. So this trade here, the problem with this trade here was that by the time it was triggered, it was in the green filter. So it does make it difficult to trade taking that kind of trade in that kind of scenario, but obviously it worked out to be more or less the trade of the day, because that thing dropped from that entry right there at 47 basically for the rest of the day as it went down and hit 10. This trade, of course, was not taken. We were in the gray filter there, and obviously a big down market. So only 3 trades that we took today, and 2 of them worked out beautifully, and 1 of them we were stopped out on. So I do expect to see more of a give and take back and forth day tomorrow. It's likely to take a bit of a pause. I mean, it might not, but the odds favor that. So we're looking at resistance in around 27, 34, and 49. So just be really careful. The other thing too that we got to watch for tomorrow is the FOMC news will be released at 2:15 Eastern time, and that's likely to even increase the volatility. So, any questions? Certainly welcome. Always enjoy hearing from you. Just contact us right here at info@eminidaytrader.com. Other than that, thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you again tomorrow.